Hey, it's Coach Anderson here at Mississippi Public Broadcasting Online, U.S. History from 1877 to present. We're going to pick up again today with Unit 2, Lesson number 7, the U.S. Steel Strike, the Homestead Steel Strike to be more specific. We've been talking to you a little bit about how when you look at the early American labor, there were a bunch of issues, of course, that labor unions and strikes, of course, evoked when it came to the American public. The biggest issue is that most Americans had when it came to strikes. In their mind, strikes were a precursor to violence, and they were a precursor to chaos. And a lot of people didn't like the idea of having these unions. Well, we're going to find that throughout our history, some of those thought processes that the American public was having about labor unions came to fruition to some degree. One instance happened in the Homestead Steel Strike. And what happened at the Homestead Steel Strike, we're going to find, is just as the American public, of course, was talking about, a lot of violence surrounded that particular strike. What we're going to do is talk to you a little bit more about the Homestead Steel Strike, not through me telling you what my take on the Homestead Steel Strike was, but what we're going to do is we're going to have you guys, access a video from PBS Learning Media. And in that particular video, what they do, of course, is give you a great account in terms of what happened, what were the results of the steel strike, and then the lasting effects that it had, of course, on the American labor movement. So at this time, we're going to take a brief break, and we're going to navigate to the video description. And in that video description, we want you to access the video that says the Homestead Steel Strike. And when you do so, we would like for you, of course, to view the video, and then, of course, to complete the activities that are assigned to that particular video. At this time, we'd like you to go ahead and navigate there. We'll take a few minutes, give you an opportunity, of course, to complete that particular exercise. And good luck, and we'll see you in just a few moments. I hope you enjoyed that film, of course, on the Homestead Steel Strike. And one of the things that you should have gotten from that particular film is what you should have gotten when you looked at the film, of course, on the Haymarket affair. And what happens is, of course, in the case of the steel strike, the police, of course, are involved. And when the police gets involved, of course, then guns are pulled and people get hurt. So when it comes to American labor, we need to understand that a lot of American fears about the danger and the chaos that surrounds American labor, it kind of comes to fruition to some degree. But we're going to find that not even the violence, of course, that happens with the Homestead Steel Strike will stop the force that is American labor. And what we'll find is that American labor throughout the history of the United States of America becomes stronger and stronger, and will have a significant impact on the economies of various states throughout the northeastern part of the United States of America and throughout the South and places where we have significant industry. So we're going to find that not even the bad reputation that surrounded early American labor will stop the juggernaut that is American labor. We hope you kind of got some ideas about what it is, the impact, of course, American labor was. Now, once again, though, this is Coach Anderson coming to you from Mississippi Public Broadcasting Online, U.S. History from 1877 to present. And just as I always say, don't take my word for it. Go and do your own research and draw your own conclusions. And we'll see you next time.